Hey everybody, it is Matty here with Altcoin Buzz with you on this Sunday. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there in the Altcoin Buzz army. And if you've been following Bitcoin, hopefully you're having a very nice Father's Day because we've been making waves and there's a lot of positive price action that we're going to be discussing. Bitcoin is over $9,000. We talked about just yesterday in the news how if it hits $8,400 and surpasses that with conviction, really the next stop could be $9,000, $9,800, perhaps even close to $10,000. So we'll take a look exactly at where it is in just a moment. We'll take a look at this piece on altcoinbuzz.io by Luke. We'll take a look at Ethereum World News. If Bitcoin closes week above $8,800, crypto set for move even higher, potentially. Bitcoin tickles $9,400. Enough steam for 10K. Short-term price analysis here on Crypto Globe and on Coindesk.com above $9,300. Bitcoin price prints 13-month high. Live Bitcoin news. Bitcoin futures are more significant than we think. Back on altcoinbuzz.io, we'll take a look at Bitcoin versus gold, how they compare. A new milestone for Bitcoin, over 1 million daily active addresses. All the other news considered, I think this is still probably the most important piece that we'll be looking at today. But let's start with a snapshot of the market here on CoinGecko.com. We are at $287 billion, total market cap up over 3.1% on the day. And Bitcoin at the time of this recording is sitting at $9,158, so up 3.8% over the last 24 hours. Pretty nice movement that we've seen recently. XRP up 4.8% and modest gains in the single-digit percentages. So just modestly up or flat for some of the other projects here in the top 10, top 20 or so. Things are looking pretty healthy. Again, I'll say it again, for a weekend. Not too bad at all. So let's take a look at this piece here by Luke on altcoinbuzz.io. Bitcoin surged again in price today, seeing a rise of more than 7% and climbing to $9,300, a new high since May 2018. So in case you missed it, Bitcoin has extended its bullish price rally today. The biggest cryptocurrency surged past $9,300 and almost touched $9,400, and that's the highest level since May of 2018. Bitcoin retraced back to $9,100 shortly after the rally. So back in May of this year, Bitcoin has already actually surged past the $9,000 mark. Back in May, it hit $9,100 on Coinbase, but soon after tumbled down to the $8,000 zone. The coin fell from $9,100 to a low of $8,550 within an hour and saw a correction to $7,400 a week later. The current bullish sentiment is most likely caused by the rumors that Facebook is planning to release details of its stablecoin project Libra on June 18th. Facebook's stablecoin is already backed by big names, as we discussed yesterday, such as MasterCard, Visa, Uber, and PayPal. Here's a tweet by the CEO of Circle, Jeremy Allaire, who said, "Crypto market rallying again ahead of Libra launch, marking a massive inflection point in global adoption of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin above 10K by June 21st, marking start of crypto summer." That's a bold prediction, and that's just, of course, a few days away at the time of this recording. Allaire believes that Facebook's Libra will be able to demonstrate the real-world use of cryptocurrencies on a broader scale thanks to the social media giant's huge user base, a couple of billion people built into that user base. On Ethereum World News here, if Bitcoin closes week above $8,800, crypto set for move even higher. In a recent tweet, prominent analyst Josh Rager, who we covered yesterday, he's risen to prominence amid the crypto bear market of 2018. He remarked that Bitcoin's weekly chart is currently experiencing a massive bullish engulfing candle. This means that last week's losses, which saw Bitcoin fall from 8,800 to briefly tap 7,450, have been reversed, barring that we don't close under $8,800 at midnight on June the 17th. So Josh tweeted the following: Bitcoin weekly bullish engulfing candle, strong uptrend followed by pullback with bullish engulfing candle led to continued uptrend last bull cycle. Current uptrend is showing similar patterns. The weekly close above $8,740 could likely signal a continuation to new yearly highs. Just keep in mind that $10,000 is where Bitcoin topped in last year's bear market rallies and where the asset found heavy resistance on its way up during the legendary 2017 boom. But, we're just a few days away now from potentially seeing whether Josh Rager and Jeremy Allaire are correct. If we could make a run at $10,000 and burst through that with authority, with confidence, then I think all bets are off. So let's see what happens in the days ahead. Certainly exciting times here. On CryptoGlobe.com, Bitcoin tickles $9,400, enough steam for 10K. Short-term price analysis right here. In this author's opinion, we should watch the 9 exponential moving average to see if the price is able to close above it in the coming hours and continue to the obvious target, which is $10,000. A look at the 4-hour chart gives us the local market structure. We can see the healthy pickup in volume that has fueled this latest rally. We also note the dangerous distance between price and moving averages, which is the blue line right here as represented in this chart. If you want more of an in-depth analysis and more of a technical review of all that's been happening in the last 48 hours or so, check out this article in full. We've summed up most of the major points here. We're happy to see, however, that Bitcoin has surpassed $9,000, again, with confidence, with authority. It's just a question now of how long this can be sustained for and whether or not we're going to see significant pullback at the next resistance point. Other analysis here for you on Coindesk.com. Above $9.3 thousand, Bitcoin price prints a 13-month high. So amid all this, minor euphoria, it's not anything too crazy. We've seen more hysteria in the past, but amid this minor euphoria, we're actually hitting numbers that we haven't seen in 13 months, which is pretty encouraging, at least in my opinion and from my point of view. So check out this article for more information. We will link to it in our description below. Here on livebitcoinnews.com, Bitcoin futures are more significant than we think. Article from the 15th of June. So earlier today, Live Bitcoin News put out an article saying that Litecoin has been this year's top performing cryptocurrency with over 300% in gains since the start of 2019. Litecoin is indeed carving out a new name for itself in the crypto space. But that doesn't mean we should take anything away from Bitcoin, which is of course the granddaddy of them all. So a report that's been issued by the financial establishment JP Morgan has claimed the importance of Bitcoin futures is far more important than anyone could imagine. The report was issued to rebuke information presented by Bitwise, which said that most of the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trading volumes reported by cryptocurrency exchanges are either incorrect or exaggerated. Authored by researchers like Nicholas Panigitzulu, that's a tough name, the rebuttal claims, quote, the importance of the listed futures market has been significantly understated. The report by Bitwise credits the traded futures as an important development in allowing short exposures that enabled arbitrageurs in properly engaging in arbitrage, and that the futures share of spot Bitcoin volumes increased sharply in April and May. JP Morgan later issued a follow-up statement to the report saying, quote, the overstatement of trading volumes by cryptocurrency exchanges and by implication, the understatement of the importance of listed futures suggests that market structure has likely changed considerably since the previous spike in Bitcoin prices in 2017, the end of that year, with a greater influence from institutional investors. So indeed, institutional investors do appear to be making stronger appearances in the crypto space, something that we've been covering quite a lot recently, and Bitcoin has ultimately become more mature, which likely explains why it's suddenly doing so well. It's been a very good year for Bitcoin, all things considered, in 2019. And here is a great piece by Chris in a comparison. He's looking at Bitcoin and gold and asks, is Bitcoin really digital gold? Let's go over the reasons why Bitcoin solves many problems that gold has to this day and why you should own both. This is a lengthy article. We're not going to be able to go through all of it and give real justice to Chris here. But in a nutshell, Bitcoin versus gold, at a glance, you may think that the comparison is crazy and that Bitcoin will never compete or be able to be compared with gold. But what if I told you that Bitcoin actually solves many issues that holds gold back from more adoption and that gold isn't, quote, the enemy? So for all kinds of reasons why you may want to consider the comparison and take a look at Bitcoin as at least the equivalent, if not the superior option, the superior asset versus gold, take a look at Chris's article here. He discusses the durability of both assets, the portability, no contest there in my opinion, the divisibility, same thing, uniformity, the limited supply of both Bitcoin and gold, the acceptability, certainly gold has the advantage currently, the non-consumable nature of both, the fungibility of both. They're both easily transactable. And of course, in summary, Chris will give us his ultimate opinion and his recommendation, some of his own thoughts on the issue, but they are good ones and they are well researched. So check out this article in full. Let us know what you think about it in the comments below. Finally, here for today on CryptoGlobe.com, new milestone for Bitcoin, over 1 million daily active addresses. The number of active addresses on the Bitcoin blockchain has recently surpassed 1 million, a figure the flagship cryptocurrency hasn't seen since late November of 2017, when it was on its way to an all-time high close to $20,000. The number of daily active, keyword active addresses essentially defines the number of unique from or 2 addresses being used in a single day, and doesn't mean there are 1 million users transacting Bitcoin per day. So those are not the same. Don't conflate those two ideas. But here we are with the graph. We're on coinmetrics.io, and as you can see, this goes back all the way, as far as what's visible here, to July of 2012, when we were really just starting out at about 20,000. So this is a logarithmic chart. Obviously, as you can see here, where my cursor is, we did top 1 million. That was back at the very end of 2017. So I guess December or so, November, December 2017. We took a pretty strong dive back down to less than 500,000 active addresses, it looks like, but there's been a very steady and noticeable uptrend pattern since then. We are back over 1,000 active addresses, which to me is a very important metric, probably, at least in my opinion, more important than price, because it speaks to the use. It speaks to those individuals that are transacting, that are using Bitcoin, that are making it functional, that are making it something worthwhile, and a technology that ought to be adopted. So congratulations to Bitcoin for once again topping 1 million active addresses. Check out the rest of this article for some of the implications of what that means. But that about wraps it up for today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media, and keep checking back into our website, altcoinbuzz.io. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell to receive notifications if you enjoyed this video. Everybody out there in the Altcoin Buzz Army, have a happy Father's Day. Best of luck if you choose to invest, and we hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.